What's up, guys? I'm Crystal Lee Naomi, aka Jasmine Borders on Tyler Perry's Sisters. Be sure to subscribe to the Haves and the Have-Nots review for not only reviews on the Haves and the Have-Nots, but also on Sisters. And while you're at it, give your girl a follow on Instagram at Crystal Lee Naomi. And I'll see you every Wednesday at 9, only on BET.
All right, Sisters fans. Now, look, I'm not trying to beat a dead horse here, but every time I check my inbox or something like that, I always get a person saying, "Hey, Jeremy, what about this?" When it comes to the Zach, Fatima, and Karen, yeah, I'll call it a triangle. I won't even bother putting Aaron in this one. I mean, the oval was confusing enough when I wanted to say, is it a triangle, rectangle, pentagon in regards to Lily, Donald, Kyle, Bobby, and Max is like an asterisk. So when it comes to this one, I'm only specifically talking, Zach and whether or not he'll choose Fatima or Karen. But then there's also the idea of just because Zach chooses one of these women, does that mean they'll choose him? Because Fatima is going to be in her feelings because of the fact that she's aware Zach still has feelings for his ex. And then when it comes to Karen, I don't think things might work out because of the fact that, oh, wait, so you're dating her after they had sex and Karen decided to make up her mind. I want to give Zach another chance, but I'm still not feeling Karen's decision because if Aaron had agreed to not give space, if it's just like, you know what, we'll work through this together, basically meaning that if Aaron was still a viable option for Karen, then I don't really know if she would have said, you know what, I want to give him another chance. I want to let him move in, even if things don't work out in like a month from now. Even if things go back to how they were, I still love Zach and I want to have him back. I just feel like since Aaron walked away, that's why Karen wants to give Zach another shot. So I'm always been the person like, choose me or lose me. It's like if I'm just an option to you, then I don't even want to be with you because it means that if I'm an option, that's more so you have multiple choice. Guess what? This ain't A, B, C, or, D, all the above. So before really going forward into the video, make sure you take a moment to hit that like button. Hit the bell notification icon and select all. That way you don't miss out when I post new content to the channel. Follow me on social media. And guys, please hit subscribe. Even if you are subscribed, double check to make sure you haven't been unsubscribed. For whatever reason, YouTube has been unsubscribing people. And if you are a frequent viewer of the channel, hit subscribe in order to help with the subscriber percentage watch time. It's currently at 32. I want to get to 40 as soon as possible. So here's why I think, based off this one photo that people have been sending me, it looks like it's a still from the upcoming finale where it looks like Fatima and Zach are back at her place. And, just based on the facial expressions and body language, Fatima obviously looks upset. And the fact that Zach is trying to plead with her, I feel like it's going to be a rinse and repeat of what we saw last week, where Karen was trying to explain to Aaron what had happened and apologize, where Fatima's going to call out Zach for having feelings for Karen. And, I guess it's one of those situations where Fatima's probably going to kick him out because she's feeling Zach, but she doesn't know. Basically, at the time, it looks like she is confident that she knows within herself that Zach is the one guy she wants to quote unquote commit to. Not necessarily a relationship or dating, but he's the first man in quite a while to make her think, you know what, maybe dating around isn't for me. Maybe true love is out there. Whereas Zach, it's like he's still hung up on his ex. So if you're still hung up on your ex and I'm on another level when it comes to my feelings, I don't think us moving in together is a good idea. But I mean, Zach was hesitant to begin with, and I've said this multiple times in videos. I think that even if Karen and Zach did not have sex, Zach would have still been hesitant to agree to stay with Fatima. So, with that being said, you also look at the fact that Fatima never really allowed Zach to communicate about his ex. Every time he would even bring her up, not by name, she would shut it down. So I think that if Fatima had allowed Zach to at least get the feelings or the thoughts about his ex off of his chest, then she probably would have been able to better gauge where Zach was in his love life compared to where she was at. Because remember, she just dates around, and then this one guy comes in, is like, you know what? I think I am feeling this guy. But you haven't really allowed yourself to get to know Zach on that level. Sure, you're great when it comes to positive thinking, uplifting, picking a dude off of his feet. But that's really when it comes to like the economic and career side and the mentality and confidence of this man. But you really haven't done anything in regards to asking Zach how he feels and, about his heart. I feel like that's the one flaw in Fatima's quote unquote program when it comes to dealing with Zach. I mean, to be honest, if she would have evaluated Hayden a little bit better, she probably would have found out he was a creep and a stalker and whatnot before, things got to the way they are with between the two right now. But those are just my thoughts. I just feel like at the end of the day, I don't know if Karen's going to still want Zach to move in, because after seeing him with Fatima and then Fatima kicks him to the curb, I just pray that Zach doesn't go back to Karen, because of the fact that just don't. Look, Zach, he's already been written to make already enough mistakes as it is when it comes to Karen. So I would just hate for him to go back to Karen and then she kicks him out and here, I feel like that would make Karen look even worse than Zach. Let's say, for example, Zach and Fatima are on their way from the grocery store. She kicks him out. He goes to Karen, but then she doesn't even want him back because of the fact that I saw you in the grocery store, Fatima. And, okay, so she kicked you to the curb and now you want to come stay with me? Nuh-uh. But then it's like, that's not fair at all, because of the fact that you two hooked up, and guess what? Aaron was right, and I'm not blaming Aaron at all. I'm just saying that Aaron was right there outside of the room where y'all were getting it on. So you kick Zach out of the salon to talk with Aaron, and then he actually kicked you to the curb. So for Karen to act like she's all high and mighty and kick Zach to the curb, and again, this is all hypothetical. We'll find out what happens in a couple of days. If she doesn't take Zach back, then I honestly feel like, yeah, she's definitely going to show the part of herself that's just like Andy, where she's all uppity, thinks she's better than everyone else. And I don't know. I just hope that Zach gets his stuff, maybe stays with Danny a little bit longer, or just automatically finds his own place to stay. That's why I refuse to date coworkers. But then again, since I've been self-employed for over 3 years, it's kind of a non-factor at this point. I just never liked the idea of office love and then things don't work out. Going to work sucked enough as it was. Can you imagine going to work every day and then the person, let's say you had a bad date or you were in a relationship and you broke up and you're in the same department, then you got to deal with gossip. Nah, I ain't about that life. So imagine him just going to Chain Breakers and then, seeing Fatima, like, let's say she's hooked up with somebody else. That's just awful. So hopefully Zach doesn't move back in with Karen. Hopefully Zach just, keeps pushing on and making money, being legit. That's what I want for the boy. So, I mean, hell, if nothing else, you would think that after finding out Zach didn't use the credit card, that Karen could have at least apologized, because remember, she's never done that, because when Zach went to the salon, this was prior to Sabrina getting the video footage. So now Karen knows that Zach didn't do it. And also think about it this way. After finding out about the Zach situation, now she wants him back. But it's like, no, you thought the worst about him. So it's like, yeah, it's like those memes is like, if you couldn't accept me at my lowest, then you don't deserve me at my highest, that kind of thing. So now that you see Zach isn't the thief that you thought he was, now all of a sudden you want him back because Aaron kicked your ass to the curb. No, that's why I'm team Zach, even though I do think he's made a couple of dumb decisions, like at the beginning of the season, breaking into the hotel room and then having wild sex with Karen. But damn it, I'm on Zach's side. That's why I wish Miss Lisa was around. I feel like she would talk some sense in all these morons, and Andy included. I know she said she was skipping town for a little bit, after things kind of cooled down. After, what was it? Because after Karen shot Bean multiple times, right? She took the body, on her motorcycle and then dumped it at the funeral home during Fawn's funeral, Aaron's ex-wife. So it's one of those situations where, just like Captain America Civil War, if Nick Fury was around, I don't think there would have been a civil war. He would have talked some sense to these moron Avengers. I feel like the same thing would happen with Miss Lisa and the girls on Sistas. So, with that being said, let me know your thoughts. Do you think Zach is going to move back in with Karen? I don't know. Either he will or he won't. Or maybe like the cliffhanger or close to the cliffhanger. I feel like the cliffhanger ending is definitely going to be the Jasmine and Andy thing, because that scene happens at night. So with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Unless we get any kind of clips or photos, I doubt we'll get either. This will most likely be the last video I do on this particular subject until after the finale. So if you would like to donate to the channel, which I'd really appreciate, because dealing with house stuff now, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App. And with that being said, I'll catch you in the next video.